someone hand me the Anakin punter?
Roll, darling, we need names.
Today is the Great American Smokeout, so how many butts do we have playing in this ashtray we like to call You Don't Know Jack? One player, that's fine. Means we can't use the carpool lane, but we're still okay. Now, tell me what your name is.
Rain stick?
Well, he's got two of them.
Oh, yeah, hey, I also need to know if you want a 7-question game or a 21-question game.
30 seconds.
Okey-dokey. Your buzzer is the letter B on your keyboard. That's B as in Babette.
Hey, maybe if I
with the Norse
shave, you won't
gods.
mistake me for your mother.
20 seconds. 20
Yeah,
seconds.
it's like a cooking show.
20 seconds. All right, listen. This couldn't be any simpler. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. Easy. You got it?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9, 8.
Okay, get the desktop out of here. And
Six,
go to black.
5,
All right, have a
4,
good one, everybody.
3.
Heavenly Critters Pet Cemetery, for those times when your love doesn't fit in a shoebox.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey there, my name's Cookie. You have any questions at all? Please feel free to keep them to yourself. Anyway, hey, all by yourself today? Okay, let's see if you can fill up that seat next to you with some cash. Let's rock. Category, please. Open wide and get ready for It Ain't Rocket Science. This one can net you $1,000. Listen up. You know that Elton John song where he says he's a rocket man, right? Say Elton Rocket Man John decides to become Rocket Man. Which of the following requirements would he not need to meet to be a rocket? Be able to perform an eye-high kick, be between 5'5" and 5'9" in height, can dance without touching other rockets, or have either a C or D cup breast size? There is no official breast size among the Rockettes' requirements. Which is good, cause rumor has it Elton stuffs. All right, hit me. Let's see what we got going. Come on, get happy. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Say Reuben Kincaid of the Partridge Family wants to give up his hectic life on the road, find a nice lady and settle down. If his ideal woman is Reuben-esque, where will he find her? In a Baroque painting, in an algebraic formula, in an Italian opera, or in a chemical compound? The voluptuous women in the paintings of Baroque artist Peter Paul Rubens are referred to as Reuben-esque. You know, I describe Reuben himself as Reuben-esque, especially his breasts. I need a category. 1, 2, praise the Almighty 3. Okay, give it up for a complete breakfast of juice, teats, and milk. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Hey, you know how a lot of cereals change the color of your milk that's left at the bottom of the bowl? If you used Yak's milk in your cereal, which cereal would not change the milk's color? Cocoa Puffs, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, or Smurf Crunch? Yak's milk is pink, much like the color of Frankenberries. Well, this explains why it's called Yak's milk. Okay, pick a category.
You can't stop at 3, no, you gotta have 4, yeah!
And I believe this one's called The White House of Ill Repute. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Put it in gear, cause here we go. And the American president, Michael Douglas, plays a widowed chief of state. If the movie were based on a true bachelor president, what might co-star Annette Bening have said to him? Let's talk perfect union, Mr. Lincoln. So, show me why they call you Harding. Forget the South. Hold me, Mr. Buchanan. Or how about a poke? Our 15th president, James Buchanan, was a bachelor. Of course, he didn't have Annette Bening around to tempt him. Okay, I need a category.
Let's blow this time and head for number 5.
And this one is a dog on a psychiatrist's couch. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, you know how TV's Frasier is always butting heads with that dog Eddie? Well, picture this. Frasier decides to send Eddie to obedience school, but accidentally sends him to civil disobedience school. How will Eddie likely react the next time Frasier wants him off the sofa? Eddie will rip Frasier to shreds, Eddie will rip the couch to shreds, Eddie will go limp and stay on the sofa, or Eddie will try to pee on Frasier from the sofa. Rip Frasier to shreds? Well, he might do that if he thought I could get him his own show, but... See, now, I could have given you some cash if you pick this. Civil disobedience is a refusal to obey laws characterized by nonviolent resistance. So Eddie will stay put until either the show is canceled or he gets a spin-off series of his own. Category, please. This one's called Creme Get on Top. $1,000 if you get it. Let's rock. Who or what would you expect to be described as the creme de la Kremlin? The best man in Russian government, the best episode of The Honeymooners, the coolest car made by AMC, or the most mischievous little furry monster? The Kremlin is the building where the Russian government meets. And for a few rubles in the right hands, you too can buy yourself the honorary title of Creme de la Kremlin. I need a category.
7, lucky 7.
Say hello to songs that require tight pants for men. I'm giving out $3,000 for a right answer. Think fast. Considering its melody's origins, what would be the most appropriate activity to perform while singing the Star-Spangled Banner at a ball game? Starting a fight, performing an impromptu musical, shotgunning a beer, or praying to God for a win? The Star-Spangled Banner's melody was originally an English drinking song. Say, can you see? Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, left nut kick, I'm sore.
It's time for a quick retention.
Take a look at your gibberish category. One rude bitch. I'm gonna open the value of this gibberish question at $5,000. Now listen up, every second and a half some of the cash is gonna disappear, so if you wanna win big, you gotta be quick. Alright, this one's for all you kids at heart out there. What popular phrase does this rhyme with? Why, ma'am, snubber, you argue. And remember, ignore the punctuation. Alright, type in your answer, hit return, and let's see how you do. Usually when you say things like, I am rubber, you are glue, it means you don't get along with someone. But have you ever tried getting in a rubber suit and covering your lover with glue? It's quite friendly. Alright, hit me.
Aloha, question number 9.
This little number's known as Zero, my hero. How does $2,000 sound? Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. Okay, feast your eyes on this and tell me, what number is this? A quark, a gigabyte, a Google, or a bazillion? The number 1 followed by 100 zeros is called a Google. Multiply that by 10 and you have the population of Beijing, China. Okay, I need a category. Yeah, I knew there was something about you I liked. You just chose a 3-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. When the correct three-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But watch out, if you're wrong, you'll lose $1,000 every time you're wrong. But don't be misled, this question may or may not have anything to do with the three-way as a group. Okay, let's get down and dirty. This lovely three-way goes by the category of ABC, easy as, and that means this three-way will be as easy as 1, 2, 3. Time to start seeing the goods. Let's hope you're up to it.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
Okay, we're stripped down to our skivvies. Looks like that's all we got. Let's see how you scored. Well, the earth didn't exactly move for me, but I think we worked up a sweat there. Looks like your overall score will be satisfied as well. You know, as much as I'd like to cuddle, it's time to get on with the game, okay? One down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Category, please.
Don't look now. It's question 11.
Well, what do we have here? I got off the John for this. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Hey, check out this analogy and buzz in when you know how to complete it. Telemarketing is to disturbing people as telemarking is to what? Disturbing snow, disturbing God, disturbing fish, or disturbing images of parents having sex? Disturbing God? No, that's televangelizing. Should have picked this. Telemarking involves downhill skiing with cross-country skis. Hey, hear that snow? Translated into English, the snow's saying,
Why the hell are you bothering me during dinner?
I need a category.
I'm getting a reading of 12. Over.
Now serving. That's a big moat, Professor. Think you can handle $6,001 bills? Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. Because it is not an island, which of these landmasses would have changed the show's title if Gilligan and the Castaways had landed on it? Greenland, Australia, Cuba, or Victoria Island?
Happy trails.
In case you're wondering, an island is defined as a landmass completely surrounded by water that's smaller than a continent. Gilligan's continent? Yeah, they would have had to make a mini-series out of the episodes where somebody went to the other side of the island. Okay, I need a category. May I introduce, I'll reincarnate for you. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Hey, remember Culture Club's music video for Karma Chameleon? It's set in the 1800s on the Mississippi where the boys are causing trouble on a steamboat. If Culture Club had shot its video for Karma Chameleon on a sacred Hindu river, which image might you now see? Michael Craig plucking a koto on the Yangtze? Boy George doing the hora on the Jordan? John Moss banging a bongo on the Congo? Or Roy Hay strumming a sitar on the Ganges? Karma is a central concept of Hinduism, and the Ganges is a sacred Hindu river. As far as karma goes, do you think Culture Club will be considered a good act or a bad act in determining Boy George's station in his next life? Okay, pick a category.
Ain't no love like number 14.
The selection is the mother of all gooses. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Heads up, here it comes. If Mother Goose wrote fairy tales for the publication Mother Jones, which of the following tales would most likely be read to small children at bedtime? Little Miss Muffet's Quick Casseroles, Evil King Reagan and the Wise Spotted Owl, Wee Willie Winky and his washboard abs, or Jack is from Mars, Jill is from Venus? That answer is curds and way off. For the curious, here's the right answer. Any fairy tale that portrays Reagan as an evil king and praises the spotted owl would fit nicely into a liberal magazine like Mother Jones. And in the next issue, look for an article called How Trickle-Down Economics Forced an Old Woman into a Shoe. All right, hit me.
Not 14, not 16, you're right in between.
The category? Nice packs. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. How many Gregory Pecks would it take to make a Gregory bushel? 1/16, 1, 2, or 4?
This'll just be our little secret.
The correct answer is... you need 4 Gregory Pecks to make a Gregory bushel. You know, I really loved Gregory Peck and the gradiated tons of Navarone. I need a category. I got some good news for you. You're about to move into a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is... 8 is enough to fill our lives with czars. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me whether it's the name of a former Russian czar, the name of one of the Bradford kids from 8 is enough, or both. If it's only a Russian czar, press 1. If it's just a Bradford kid, press 2. Press 3 if it's both. And press 4 if you want to skip. Each correct answer will net you $1,000, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Susan, Czar Bradford Kid. Peter. Nicholas. Joni. Tommy. Alexander. One more. David. That's all she wrote. You missed one, but you hit on 6. Nothing to feel bad about. Let's look at your new total. Hey, that's something. Let's keep going. Okay, I need a category.
On the big bayou in Louisiana, quest on 17.
Well, looks like this category is Backdoor Man or Saint. How does $4,000 grab you?
Get ready to rock and roll. It's an analogy question. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jim Morrison is to Mr. Mojo Rising as Val Kilmer is to what? Mr. Iceman, Mr. Jim Morrison, Mr. Difficult to Work With, or Mr. Elk Vial? Huh? Mind if I call you Lizard King? Like the man says, Mr. Mojo Rising is an anagram for Jim Morrison, and Mr. Elk Vial is an anagram for Val Kilmer. Or Val may have gotten that name from all the research he's done in the field of North American moose reproduction. Getting those samples is hard work. Okay, pick a category. Here we have, they turn the local ziggurat into a multiplex. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Based on the name alone, what kind of movie would an ancient Mesopotamian expect to see if he went to see Ishtar? A documentary about blacksmiths, a pornographic movie, a musical, or a science fiction epic? Getting it wrong is dangerous business. Accuracy and popularity don't go hand in hand. Hey, got a minute? Take a look at a right answer. Ishtar was a goddess of lust, so your Mesopotamian friend might expect to see some skin.
Cut. This scene is all about strong men who can also be gentle. Remember, this time once you're spent, cuddle.
Category, please. For your enjoyment, arts and craft. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Let's see how you handle this one. If Kraft macaroni and cheese were actually made from the old British definition of macaroni, what would be the delicious new side dish? Kraft foppish men and cheese? Kraft Spanish dance and cheese? Kraft Scotch tape and cheese? Or Kraft crackers and cheese? This is why Yankee Doodle called it macaroni. Macaroni was a word used to describe a group of vain and self-centered men in the late 1700s. With cheese being their type of humor. All right, hit me. Pucker up for When You Wish Upon a Horse. Sit up straight. This one's worth $6,000. Okay, let's see how well you know your tired old proverbs. If wishes were horses and beggars can't be choosers, who gets to ride? Wishes, horses, not choosers, or not beggars?
Nope.
Bet you wish you'd pick this. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride, and if beggars can't be choosers, then there won't be any choosers riding. Can I be totally honest with you? I really don't understand this question. I've tried to figure it out, but I'm just not smart enough. Oh God, let's move on. Okay, pick a category. Alright. You think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. Would you like to touch my primate? And I don't just ask anybody that question. Only really special players like you. Sweet mother of God, are you human? You're like a machine! Let's check out your final score! That's the game! Way to go, player. It's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer and go make some friends, because... You don't know!
Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul Hun, what's going on now?
Hey, if you enjoyed that game, there's plenty more where that came from. Let me know if you want to go again.
Oh, man, and I'm here to clean up that spill, unless you'd rather use that wimpy, sorry-ass paper towel you usually use.
Well, how good is Brazen?
How good is Brazen? Shut your trap and I'll tell you.
Hey, you can't talk to my mom like that!
Shut up, punk, or I'll smack you on the back of the head with my class ring. Brazen paper towels eat spills for breakfast. One single sheet of Brazen will sop up a small, scummy pond. See that milk?
Yes.
Well, watch this, baby.
What was that scream?
That was the milk, begging for mercy.
Brazen paper towels. We're an Arthur Daniels Heartland company, but you don't need to know that.
I am not a hero. I am not an example to be held up to children. I host a trivia game. I don't know how to solve the world's problems. I do know how many episodes of Police Squad there were. I am not a teacher. I cannot educate the youth of America. I like the word dick-sissle. This really isn't a commercial. It's just me talking about myself. Did I use the dick-sissle thing already? I am not a hero.
Does your house smell like ass? Find out what you can do tonight.
Have a good day at work, honey. Don't forget to pick up Sally from her ballet class, retile the bathroom, and meet me at the PTA meeting tonight.
Okay, dear. I'll see you tonight. I'm a man, a real man. And being a man, I have special needs. In these hectic times of 60-hour work weeks, raising a family, and seeing what's on cable, a man has to make sure he takes care of himself. That's why I drink man juice for men. Man juice is a natural blend of fresh barley, brewed hops, Old Spice, bananas fried in butter, and love. Manly love.
Oh, honey, I nearly forgot. I also need you to build a sun deck before you leave for work.
No problem at all. Not with man juice. Oh, and dear, don't forget about our plans for after the meeting.
Oh, honey, I love you and your man juice.
Man juice for men. If you're not drinking man juice, then you must be a wuss.
This morning on The Asylum.
Hello?
Yes, is this Mrs. Forsythe?
Yes, it is.
This is Principal Warga. I'm afraid I've got some bad news about your son Timmy in the 4th grade.
What?
I'm afraid he died at school this morning.
What? Timmy?
Yeah, he died of a severe wedgie.
He's so bad.
Yeah, the autopsies show he also suffered from repeated wet willies.
What? Who is this?
Ooh, looks like little Timmy's mother's a bit pissed. Pissed? I'm the one who should be pissed. You wouldn't let me finish the joke.
Oh, you guys are so crazy.
109.7 WEOB. The Asylum, weekday mornings from 7 to 11.
This week on Zenora, Queen of Battle, a city is under siege.
Battle makes me so tense.
Here, let me rub your shoulders.
And hope is running out.
Ugh, my breastplate is stuck.
Here, Zenora, let me help you.
All on the next Zenora.